Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you 8 smart money decisions that is currently changing my financial life and definitely working to change my financial future. So if you're excited for this video, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. People think building wealth is a luxury car, a nice house, or a high income. But honestly, a lot of wealth is built through making smart money decisions. No flashy decisions, no viral hacks, just staying consistent. Let's start with the first one, which is my literal favorite and the key to building wealth: lowering your housing costs. This is honestly the best way to change your financial future and grow your finances exponentially. Lower your housing costs. I know it sounds easier than it actually is because housing is super expensive now. If you're able to find ways to lower your housing, you could change your financial future for the better. So basically, you need to get a roommate. You need to get a roommate, have someone that can split your rent, whether y'all are sharing a room, which is not ideal, or you go get that 2-bedroom apartment and split the rent with your roommate, but make sure that your portion of the rent is cheaper than a studio or cheaper than a 1-bedroom in your area, and you're literally winning. You have that gap in there where you now have extra money where you can invest, save, and that's like one of the best things that I've done, and one of the best things that's helped me build my 401k over 100,000 and all these different things is by lowering my housing. We house hack, and I always talk about this, but if you don't know about house hacking, it's literally buying a place, buying a house, basically having a roommate, renting out the top unit or renting out a room and living in the other. And if you do it correctly, you can definitely pay half of your mortgage, or the tenant can pay for the entire mortgage. And it has been an amazing thing. We've been doing it for 5 years. So it's not really a temporary thing for us. This feels like a long-term thing that we've been doing. It has changed our financial future for the better. It has made life so much less stressful, especially starting out, working young and getting life going young and having kids and traveling. When you lower your housing expenses, it makes life so much less stressful because housing is one of the biggest money grabbers in your finances. And if you can find ways to lower that housing expense, you're going to literally see your life change for the better. It's okay if you don't have your luxury apartment at 25. Like, there's no need for you to try to look rich, especially when you're just starting out. Like, we're not trying to look wealthy, we're trying to actually be wealthy. So if you stay down for 10 years, live with the roommate, or if you're able to buy a place and house hack it, pay less than what you will be paying on a mortgage, and make sure it's something that you can afford. Like, say you could afford that $2,000 mortgage, but you go on house hack and now you're paying $1,000 or $500. You can then put the rest of that money towards your investments, grow your investments like crazy. I'm gonna pull out my compound calculator. I love this compound calculator. Let's say you have $0 in there. You're able to invest $1,500 for 10 years. That's 7% rate of return. We'll say 8. That's almost $300,000, $274,000 invested in your accounts just because you house hacked for 10 years and you invested $1,500 for 10 years. So it's just absolutely crazy what lowering your housing expenses can do for you. And if you can't do any of the things on this list, that should be the first thing you should do. Lower your housing expense. The second smart money decision is to budget with a purpose. We need to be sure that we're budgeting no matter how much we're making. Like, yes, the more money you make, maybe you start caring less about the budgeting thing, but you need to stay on track because this is how lifestyle inflation occurs. The more money you make, the less you start to budget because you just have more and more money coming in. But we need to establish these smart money habits, especially when we're young, so that we can carry these habits on to when we get older or when we start making more money. So when you hear budget, I don't want you to hear something that's restricting. This is actually something that gives you permission to spend. If you say, I have a budget that gives me permission to spend, or that allows me to spend $300 a month on food, that's a lot of money, and it's not restricting you, it's actually giving you the right to do so. A budget covers your essentials, it helps you enjoy life, and it helps you build savings, which is super important, especially nowadays when a lot of people don't have $500 to $1,000 for an emergency. You do not want that to be you. And the third smart money decision is to invest early, even if it's small amounts. We have to start investing as soon as we can. Like, I wish I would have started investing in college, to be honest with you. I wasn't making a lot of money, but I definitely had some money left over that could have been invested. It would have raised my account balance by now. I would have been investing for almost 10 years already if I would have actually started in college or even high school. I had a job. I could have started investing my money, but no one had told me about it. No one was educating me about it. And honestly, I don't think there were a lot of people on YouTube, or people that I was at least watching, that were talking about investing. So this is your sign to start investing early. Start investing as soon as possible and invest as much money as you can. If you can only invest $50 or $100, do it, because if you continue to do that over a long period of time and then slowly add to it, you will be a millionaire before you know it. And the fourth thing is to invest into yourself. Yes, we want to invest to our accounts. Yes, we want to invest to our Roth IRA, our brokerage accounts, our 401ks, but we also want to invest into ourselves. Now, that's not just money-wise. We want to invest to our education so we can make as much money as possible. And whether that's learning how to sell, whether that's certificates or college, whether it's self-improvement or going to the gym so we can actually have a healthy body so we can spend our finances and actually live to see the fruit of our labor, the things that we've been working on for our whole entire life. Invest into yourself can be one of the best things you can do on this list, because if you can invest into your education so you can make more money, then you can now put the other things into effect, like putting a budget into effect so you're not overspending. And then you're not overspending, but you're making all this money, and you can put that money towards your investment. Invest to yourself is one of the smart money decisions that I decided to do. I just continue to try to invest in myself and grow my income and do things that will make me happy. So invest in yourself is very important. Number 5 is to avoid lifestyle inflation. So once you invest in yourself and you're making more money because you're earning a certificate or you have a college degree or you just have more knowledge and ability to make more money, you want to avoid lifestyle inflation. You're making 50K a year, 70K a year. Now you invest in yourself, you're making 100K, 200K, 300K. You want to avoid lifestyle inflation. So because you make more money does not mean that you need to buy a newer car. It does not mean that you should go and get a bigger house or get a bigger truck or get a bigger whatever it is. It does not mean you need to do those things. So just because you have a new job does not mean you need a new car. It doesn't mean more spending. It means that you need to be more intentional with the money that you have. But lifestyle inflation is a real thing, and I'm not saying you should avoid all lifestyle inflation, because you worked hard for your money and you definitely deserve to spend it. A lot of times when someone makes more money, they get more debt, they get more car payments, they just get in more of a struggle, and they don't really feel that raise in income. So if you can avoid lifestyle inflation and continue to act like you earned that $50,000 or that $70,000 or even that $100,000, then you'll see your life change for the better. And with that extra money, with that extra income, you can invest and reach your dreams and reach your financial freedom even sooner. The 6th smart money decision, and this one is a low-key one, and one that you should pay attention to, is to pay attention to your insurance. And honestly, this can be a mindset thing and also a thing that you can actually call and go do. We need to pay attention to our finances regardless. You should always realize when things are increasing naturally over time in your budget. When Netflix increases its price by $2, when your insurance increases its price by $50 a month, when your phone bill increases its price by $5 a month, we need to realize these things, because over time, these things compound. Just like your investments, they continue to rise. So we need to call our insurance companies, we need to call our phone bill and find ways to lower these bills. And this is something that I've been doing for a good bit. We just got this car last year and we were quoted for like $300 for insurance. And I'm like, man, that's crazy. So I've been calling around for a little bit, and I end up calling AAA, and they lower their insurance by $100 a month. $100 a month may not sound like a lot to you, but that's a lot to me, because $100 a month is 2 weeks of gas. $100 a month is double the phone bill that we have. We even called for the phone bill and went with Mint Mobile, which I have a link in the description, but it's definitely something you guys should check out, because we cannot be paying $140, $200 a month for a phone bill, especially when our phones are paid off. It makes no sense to us. So we're now paying $60 a month for our phone bill. Our insurance lowered by $100. We should probably call someone else so we can lower it even more. But you want to pay attention to your finances, and don't just let these companies continue to raise prices on you, because they expect you to not know. They expect you to not look at your finances and know what's going on, because that's what everyone does. So we need to focus on our finances and take this opportunity right now to go look at your insurance and see how much it has risen over the years, because you just continue to pay that thing. Call your company, see if they can lower it. Call someone else. You are not locked in with your insurance company. You have no reason or right to give them loyalty or your business, especially when they're raising these prices on you every single year. The 7th smart money decision is to stay out of debt. Debt drains your cash flow. So you could be making all this money, but if you're getting debt from here and pulling debts from here, and car debt, home debt, personal loans, credit cards, you're going to be slowly killing your money that's coming in, slowly killing this cash flow, slowly killing your raise, because you're just accruing more and more debt. That also keeps you living paycheck to paycheck, because guess what? At the beginning of every single month, or maybe in the middle of the month, these credit cards want their money with interest. And this interest is absolutely insane. These interest rates are insane on these credit cards and these personal loans. 15, 20, 30% interest rates on some of these things. And people are taking these things out and paying them every single month. But high interest debt can absolutely destroy your finances. So we want to stay out of high interest debt as much as possible. And the eighth thing is to build your emergency fund. We never know when emergency is going to happen. They will happen unexpectedly. Talking about car repairs, home repairs, medical bills, change of job, or even losing your job. We want to make sure that we have money in our accounts for when something happens, because it's going to happen. For example, for us, I'm always looking to move. I'm always looking to make a change. I want to make sure I have more than enough money in my savings account to be ready to move, to be ready to take an opportunity to go somewhere else. Listen, I'm trying to go to Florida or Texas. I don't really want to stay in the Midwest, but this is where I'm at right now. So I want to make sure that I have enough money in my savings account for when the opportunity calls. Hey, you got an opportunity here. You got an opportunity there. I can go and take the opportunity. I don't want to be stuck somewhere I don't want to be. And the best way to do that is by having an emergency fund, by having that fully stocked savings account. Now, there's different levels to emergency funds. There's the 3-month, there's a 6-month, there's a 12-month. You have to decide what's best for you. Me personally, I like a 6-month emergency fund. If we didn't have the house hack, I may be leaning more to like a 9-month or a 12-month emergency fund, but I like a 6-month emergency fund. If you're able to keep your expenses low, then your emergency fund is not going to be this huge number, because an emergency fund can be a very big number. But if you keep your expenses low, then you can have a low number for your emergency fund, and you can save that sooner than later. At the end of the day, wealth comes from making smart money decisions, not overnight success. Just by doing a few of these things, you will see your financials change for the better, lowering your expenses, investing early and often, staying out of debt, improving your income, and basically just living below your means. I mean, these decisions can change your life for the better. So hopefully you're able to take something from this video and take one of the decisions. You don't have to take them all. It's a lot. And it's a huge lifestyle change if you're not used to things like this, but take something from this video and implement it into your life. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.